as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now Mike Vrabel unsure of that last call. He's going to throw out the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate.
Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Kyle Phillips. That's pulled in at the 32. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Levis now on 1st and 10. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. Touchdown, Titans. Chig Okonkwo. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now it's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a 1st down. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That seemed like a mutt. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. On 1st down, Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Henry up the middle. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Levis. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore Raven offense returns, and we see wide receiver Rashad Bateman bringing him out. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. Throwing is Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Let's take it at around the 40. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. This will go to Henry out wide. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10. Here's Levis. He's got Derrick Henry again. Back-to-back catches. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Automatic first down.
First and 10, it's Levis. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So we've reached the intermission. We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's one of those where it feels like backyard football in a sense. You say, forget about the route. Just run to the open spot in the middle of the field, and I'll find you. Good throw, good concentration on the catch, and they pick up the first down.
And Jackson throwing once more. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting, pushing his way through. And they finally put an end to this return.